Hello, today we're going to be doing lesson 8.3 and we're going to be working with modeling equivalent fractions. So we've learned previously about how fractions consist of a numerator in the north and a denominator in the down part. But today we're going to be looking at how fractions can be considered equivalent or equal to each other. So we're going to start by looking at two fractions that are equivalent to 1/3. So we have the number, the fraction 1/3. So that's one piece out of three pieces. Okay. So if we were using a fraction tile, we would have 1/3 there, one piece of the three. Then we're going to try to find an equivalent fraction to 1/3, and that's going to we're going to look at all the different fraction sizes, but if we have 2 1/6, that would equal the same size. So we would line them up next to the 1/3 and work with those to see that they are equal. How many tiles did you place of the 1/6? We had to use 2 of those. 2 of the 1/6 tiles to be equal. So then we could say that 1/3 and 2/6 are equivalent fractions. Then we need to find another way because it asks us to find two fractions that are equivalent. So then we're going to look at using the smaller ones, the 1/12. That's a 12 has been broken up into pieces. And if we take 4 of those pieces and line them up next to the 1/6 and the 1/3, those are all going to be the same size. That means that they're going to be naming the same amount of, say, a candy bar or a square or a circle. So we would take that one, the 1/12, and we would see that we had to have 4 of them to be equal. So 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6 and 2 4/12. So some of you may be saying, I don't have fraction tiles, because you probably don't have fraction tiles. So I wanted to show you a way that you can access fraction tiles online. So one of the ways is going to our McGraw-Hill math website and clicking on the lesson. We're on lesson 3. When you come to this lesson, Chapter 8, Lesson 3, you can click on this symbol here, this green box. That's the tools. When you click on that, it will take you to the tool page, and we're looking at the fraction tiles. So we'll click on that, and it's going to open up this page here, which we click on Manipulatives, and you have to scroll down until you find the fraction tiles, okay? Fraction tiles. Here you can put a fraction tile. This is to compare. So we have one fraction tile here, and we can see if 1/2 is the same, or if 2/2 are the same as 1. And yes, they are. Well, looking at the problem that we had, let me see, I can clear the objects. We can put 1/3 here, and we can try 2/6. Because that's what we had determined before. And you line the tiles up and see if they're the same, and they are. Well, this is a great program, but there's one that's a little bit better because it clips in as you put it on. This is called toytheater.com, and we can use the fraction bars here as well. So we click the one in here. Oops, and you can mute this also. And so we're going to do the same thing with, let's see, we'll try thirds. And when we have 3/3, then we know that we have a whole one. So to clear this, it's pretty easy also. Well, I'll just move them because I'm not really sure. We figure it out as we go along. Okay, so we are going to check the 1/3 and 1/6. So here we have 1/3, and we have said that it's the same as 2/6. And you can see that that is the same when they line up. Well, let's say I want to try 1/4. That is not the same because those ends don't line up. They're not equal. So that's not going to work. But I'm going to try 1/12. And let's see. 2/12 is the same as 1/6. So if I have 2/6, then I'm going to try 4/12, and that is equal. So you can use this one to do the problems to see if they're equal. Okay, this is kind of a nice way to do it on toytheater.com. Okay, so now we're going to look at the other side of our paper. We're on page 500, and we're going to be trying to do equivalent fractions by using a number line this time. So we've done the fraction tiles and then the virtual online fraction tiles, and now we're going to be trying the number line. Okay, so we're going to look first and notice that the number line is going to be divided up into the number of parts. That's going to be the denominator. The denominator tells us how many parts the whole thing is broken up into. So the first number line is divided into fourths because there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to plot 1/4 on the number line. Here's the 1/4. The second number line is divided into eighths. So there's going to be 8 parts here. Okay, so now we're going to look and see what fraction is in the same location as 1/4. So we're going to count our eighths here. 1, 2. Oh, I can see it right away that 2 of the eighths, these are eighths. This is how we write eighths, 1/8. So this would be 2/8. I'll just write that there. So the fraction that is at the same location as 1/4 is 2/8, and we have the fraction bar there. Okay, the third number line is divided into 12ths. 12ths. So 12ths means that there is going to be 12 12ths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, did somebody see it? That's right. It should be equal to 1, 2, 3. 3/12 is the same, is equivalent to 1/4. So we plotted these here. So the two fractions that are equivalent to 1/4 are 2/8 and 3/12. We're going to be practicing this for a few days, parts of these. This is our first run with this, so don't worry if it's a little difficult. We're going to keep working with it, and don't give up. You got this.